All right, good morning. Happy 4th of July. So glad you guys made it to your mat today. Let's get right into it. So come into child's pose. Let's start there. Happy Saturday. Good. Bring your big toes to touch. Take your knees apart. Let your forehead just rest on the floor. And stretch your arms out in front of you. And take a full deep breath here, just in and out. Good. Child's pose. Take another breath. One more breath here. And then your next inhale, come up to your hands and knees, tuck your toes under, lift up to downward facing dog. And then bring your feet a little closer together instead of farther apart, closer. Take your right leg up to the sky. And on your exhale, bring your knee to your nose. You're going to come forward like you're in a high plank and just squeeze and hold. And then inhale, extend your right leg back and up. Exhale, knee to nose, curl it in. One more time. Inhale, extend your right leg to the sky. Exhale, curl it in, knee to nose. And then downward facing dog. Set the right foot next to the left. Take your left leg up, breathe in. Exhale, curl it in, knee to nose, and really push the floor away and round through the upper back. Inhale, stretch it up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Curl, empty, squeeze your air out. Last one. Inhale, stretch it up and back. Exhale, curl, knee to nose. And then downward facing dog, left foot to right. Good. Bring your feet wider, a little wider apart. Take your hips from side to side. Come to center. You can keep your feet wide or bring them back to hip width and walk your hands to your feet. So you'll start to walk back into ragdoll at the back of your mat. And you can either hold on to your elbows or your biceps, or you can interlace your hands behind the back or behind the neck for some neck traction. You can add a sway or movement, or it can be just still. You can just be landing in that still place, standing on both feet. Good. Release your hands to the mat and start to walk it forward, downward facing dog again. And then lift your heels, bend your knees, look to your hands, and step, hop, or tiptoe your feet to your hands in front of your mat. Nice, oddly. Halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen and extend. Pause right there, stay there, breathe. Pull the front ribs in towards the center. Yeah, lift your shoulders up towards the ceiling. Draw the jawbone towards the neck and lengthen even more. Pull your heart forward even more. Press into the big toe mounds of both feet. Pull the chest forward even more. Another inch, another like more length. Pull it out of you. And then forward fold, bow, hinge, fold this deeply. Root down, reach up, extended mountain, stretch up. And towards the ceiling you look. Exhale, bow forward, moving through some sun salutations, hinge and fold. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back. And through Vinyasa, high plank to low plank. Bend your elbows to 90 degrees, elbows slightly away from the body. Upward facing dog, press the palms down, open the heart. Downward facing dog, pull the hips up and back, pull the pit of the belly in. Keep your eyes open. Spin your heels slightly away from each other so the outer edges of the feet are parallel, the outer edges of the mat. Then inhale, lift to your tiptoes, bend your knees, exhale, look forward, and bring your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, length, space. Exhale, bow, empty. Root down to rise up, inhale, extended mountain. Reach all the way up. Exhale, forward fold, bow. Halfway lift, breathe in, fill up. Chaturanga, low plank, exhale. Upward facing dog, inhale, nice Rita. Downward facing dog, exhale. Breathe here. An opportunity to pause, like pushing the pause button. And then breathe in, maybe rise to your tiptoes. Bend your knees, exhale, look forward. Bring your feet to your hands. It can be hop, tiptoe, or step. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Root down to rise up, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Good. Set your drishti, your focus, your gaze. You're looking. Where are you looking? Inhale to the tiptoes. Bend your knees, exhale. Look forward and step or leap. Take the leap. Halfway lift. Nice. Exhale, bow. One more time. Rise to the top. Extended mountain. A full body stretch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Low push-up, exhale. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, empty. Breathe here. Pin your shoulders to your back, looking for the whole body to be integrated as a whole. It's the whole is the goal. Inhale to the tiptoes. Bend your knees, exhale, look forward, step or fly. Halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Bend your knees, sit low, reach high, chair pose. Utkatasana. It always takes me a few moments to get really present in chair, so we'll be here a few moments. And sit your hips a little lower, sit lower, weight in your heels. Lengthen the sides of your body, so there's a lift through the chest. Pull the shoulders back, straighten the elbows. Yeah, good, Michelle. Spin the pinky fingers in towards each other. Look up, breathe in, and exhale, bow forward, empty out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back, downward dog. Step your right foot forward for warrior one. And just like that first chair, the first warrior sometimes takes a bit to get here, like press down through both feet. Maybe send the right shin a little farther forward, some of you, so the thigh bone descends, but lift the spine up like you're a plant growing up towards the ceiling. Go up and go back, full breath in. Set your hands to the mat and you flow high to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Bring your foot to your thumb, good. It's like that curling motion to get the foot there. Nice, Annie. Bend the left leg, straighten the right, straighten the arms, and reach through the elbows. Wrists and fingers, lift the sides of the body, go up and go back, like go back. Yes, hands to the mat and then high to low plank. Elbows slightly away from the body as you bend them. Upward facing dog, good. Downward facing dog. This is when we start to generate some flow, kind of take the reins off. And moving through the flow, it's not about perfection. It's about being in action. Take a breath in. Empty. Look forward and then step or float. You go to the front, halfway lift. Get long, inhale. Exhale, bow, squeeze your air out. Bend your knees, sit low, reach high, Utkatasana, thunderbolt. Exhale, forward fold, empty. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back. You can jump or step, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot to your right hand, warrior one. Good, chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step your left foot forward to your thumb. Yeah, root and rise, awesome, Hadley. Chaturanga, good, Maria. Upward dog, breathe in to the bottom of the lungs. Downward facing dog, empty it out. And then breathe there, breathe here, downward dog. Pull your shoulders back, expand through the chest. Yeah, good, Barbara. Pull the front ribs in slightly, heels a little bit away from each other. And then inhale to the tiptoes. Bend your knees empty, look forward, step or float forward. Lift halfway, inhale, get long, lots of space. Exhale, bow forward. Bend both knees. Utkatasana, chair or thunderbolt. Uttanasana, forward fold, empty it out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Low push-up is your exhale. You float back or land low or step. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Warrior one. Yes. Chaturanga. Good. Upward dog, breathe in. Good, Annie. Downward dog, breathe out. Left foot to left thumb. Virabhadrasana, warrior. Root and rise. Chaturanga, low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Ha. Open your ears. Get present. Inhale to your tiptoes. Bend your knees, exhale, step or float. Yes. Lift halfway. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Squeeze a little deeper than before. Bend your knees, chair, Utkatasana, chair pose. Forward fold, empty, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Step or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot to your right thumb, warrior one. Now listen carefully. You're gonna bring your left palm to the floor. Come on down, left hand down. And then you'll step the right foot behind the left in a wild thing. So bring the right leg back and step it behind the left. Yeah, like that. Here, I'll show Hadley. Here's our little spotlight video. Hadley, there. Hi, Hadley. Wild thing. Good. Nice. Now you're going to stack your right leg on your left, coming into side plank. So if you can stack, zip up, take your right arm overhead to the front of the room or the front of your space. Lift your right ribs up higher like a rainbow almost. Good, and then my new favorite move, bring your right knee into your chest, catch your shin or your foot. Yeah, maybe you extend the leg to the ceiling first, maybe, and then look down and set your right foot where your right hand would be, crescent lunge. Good job, good listening. Right foot forward, Rita, left leg lifted. Yeah, left heel up, crescent. You can take your arms up if you want. Press your left heel forward, nice, Kimberly. Just jumping in, pull the front ribs in. And then hands to heart center. Pause, just pause. Good, now lean forward and revolve right. Hook your left elbow to your right thigh. You can open the arms, or you can keep the palms together at your heart. Lift the back thigh a little bit more. You hug the skin into the muscle, into the bone. One more breath. Good, warrior two. Let the left arm pull you up and around. Left foot spins flat. Landing, warrior two. Sit deeper, bring your front thigh to parallel to the floor. Pull both shoulders straight back. Good, extended side angle, tip right. You can bring the right fingers to the floor or forearm to thigh. The left arm can be straight up, like to 12 o'clock, or overhead, get more of that opening through the ribs and the side of the body, or you can wrap it, bind it. Good, take one more breath here. Roll open a little more, heart centered towards the ceiling. And look down, plant your palms, and through Vinyasa, you go high plank, low plank. Could be one-legged, could be double planks, upward dog, downward facing dog. Good, step your left foot forward, come into warrior one, left foot to left thumb, nice Annie. Sit a little bit lower, like be intentional in creating your pose, lengthen your tailbone. Nice, and then you'll bring your right hand to the ground, and then left foot will go up and behind the right. Left foot goes behind for wild thing. Here, I'll show Hadley again. Wild thing, and you can stay up on the ball of the left foot, right big toe mound pressing towards the floor. So left leg goes, it's like a side plank almost. Good job. And then you'll flip back over, or it's not side plank. You'll just stack your left leg on your right. So find stability at that center line. Good, Maria. Maybe take the left arm overhead. Lift the bottom hip up higher, like you're making a rainbow with the body a little bit higher. Then draw the left knee into the chest. You can catch the knee or the foot or big toe. Maybe you straighten the leg first to the ceiling, open it way up, and then you'll look down and step your left foot forward. Yes, rise up to crescent lunge. Nicely done. It's always easier on the second side because you know what's coming. Not how long I'm going to hold you there, but you know what's coming. Just breathe. I took a class from Baron this week. It was a recorded one. And I noticed on the second side, he always held it longer. So I'm doing that a little bit right now. Good, bring your hands to your heart. Just pause, stay there. Sit a little deeper, just go a little deeper. Yeah, now lean forward and revolve left. Hook your right elbow to your left leg. And then the palms line up at your heart. Try to stack your shoulders, left shoulder on the right, and then open your arms. And there's this like drawing in, there's a contracting in, especially with the left side of the waist. As you twist, you're going to squeeze the left side of the waist. Good. Nice, Kimberly. Firm the back leg. Lengthen through the spine, so sternum draws forward and upwards. Good, and then look down, warrior two. Come up and around, try to stay low, or if you rise, come back down. Come back to that, the depth. There's this depth going into the spaces that are neglected. Go deeper, a little deeper. Take a full breath in. And then tip to the left, extended side angle. You can set your forearm to thigh or fingers to the floor. Nice, Barbara. You can look up or down or straight ahead or bind or half bind. I'm giving you so many options. I want you to be free to move in ways that expand you, that heal you, that nourish you. Good, Brigitte. Nudge your left knee left. Press your hips underneath you. Hips forward, shoulders back. You get all in one line, and then you open from that center line. You open. Good, and then look down. Plant your palms, and you flow high to low. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. And then right here, I'm going to give you an option to to invert. So you can either come down to your forearms and take headstand, or you can come to a wall for handstand or dolphin. So you can just bring your forearms to the floor right here and start to walk your feet in towards you. Or if you want to do some little leapfrog hops, that's fine. Or classical headstand. That dolphin, you're on your forearms. Good, and you walk your feet in, nice. Good, we'll just hold this. If you're in dolphin, Rita, lift your hips up. Dolphin's like a downward dog. Yes, like that, and drop your head, and then walk your feet towards you more. Look at your arms, they look so strong. For 4, nice, Hadley. 3, use your legs, squeeze the legs. 2, and just take one more breath where you are. One more time, go up. Good, and then child's pose. Bring your knees to the floor, forehead to the floor. Just take it's a moment of pause. And then come back up to downward facing dog. And lift up to your tiptoes, bend your knees, look forward, and step or float your feet to your hands. Good, halfway lift, find that length and space. Exhale, forward fold, bow. And then chair, bend the knees, drop your hips, sit low, reach high. Bring your hands to heart center and revolve right. Hook your left elbow outside the right thigh. So take your feet a little bit apart. Let's do this. Take your feet slightly apart. Bring your left hand between your feet. So you'll bring like a fist with the left hand and punch it into the floor. Take your right arm to the sky and then sit the hips a little deeper. And you'll stay there, or wrap the right arm behind the back and the left arm under the left leg and clasp your hands. And then you can stay there and either fold into a forward fold or shift to the right foot and come up to bird of paradise. So you have to press down to rise up, yeah? And you have that bind. And it's closer to the knee than the groin. If you slide it closer to the knee, the bind, than the groin, it's easier. Yeah, and then you'll extend the leg and lift the chest. Maybe look up. Good, Maria. Yeah, pull the thigh bone back. Thigh back, inner thigh to the sky. Good, Annie. And then I know some of you just got there. You can take your time. Forward fold when you're ready. When you're ready, you'll just come into forward fold, peace fingers to big toes, feet hip width, halfway lift. Forward fold, bow, empty. Let go of whatever happened on that side. Be here now. Release your toes. So keep the feet a little bit like hip width or a little bit less, so they're not totally touching. Bend the knees, chair, sit low, reach high. Bring your hands to your heart and take a twist to the left. So you can bring right elbow to the inside of the right knee, that's fine, or the outside of the left. If you're pressing into the outer left, you want to press your thigh out, not let it get collapsed in. Good, Kimberly. Sit a little deeper. Good, Rita. Hips lower than your heart. Then set the right hand between the feet. Make a fist. See if you can press your fist into the floor and reach the left arm up. Now take the hips lower than the heart. You'll have to sit even deeper, deeper. Yes, now wrap the left arm behind the back. Take the right arm under, clasp closer to the knee than the groin. You can either straighten the legs and pause, or bend the knees, shift the weight left. Yes, Michelle Morales, and then up you come. Root, it's a pressing down to lift up, right? It's a push down. Yeah, pull in, expand up and out. Maybe straighten the upper leg. Maybe you look up. That's the last little bit. Look up, up, up. Press your shoulders to your back. Imagine if you were to let go of the leg, it would stay there. That's how active the upper leg is. Good, Hadley. Forward fold. Let it go. Yes. And ragdoll, you can take the palms under the soles of the feet, gorilla or ragdoll, any forward fold that feels good. And shake it out, let your head drop. It's really letting go right here. Okay, crow pose, and plant your palms. Shift your weight forward into your fingertips. Bring your knees high up onto the arms or even the armpits. Take your gaze slightly forward. Press your feet together. Yeah, push down, pull in order to lift up. Feet together, or big toes could be on the floor. Good. Good, Kimberly. Nice, Brigida. Awesome, Annie. Good, Maria. For 3. Nice, Rita. 2. And then 1. Step or float. Chaturanga. Good, Hadley. Upward facing dog. Heart open, expand, downward facing dog. Pull in to go back. Your inhale, rise to your tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step or float forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold, empty. Root down, rise up, extended mountain, reach through your fingers. And then hands to the heart and arms by your side, Tadasana. Good, eagle, inhale, reach out or up. Exhale, see if you can do the arm and the leg at the same time. It'll be right arm under, right leg over. And then inhale, unwind, plant the feet, reach up. And then left arm under, left leg over. So if you can do it at the same time. Wrap in. And then inhale, reach up. This time we'll hold it. And then right arm under, right leg over. And you'll get to stay. Stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then unwind. Root down, reach up, and then left arm under, left leg over. Same time. Good. 5, 4, eyes steady. 3, pull in. Yes, sink a little deeper. 2, and then 1. Coming back to mountain, arms down. Bring your left hand to your left hip. So be standing leg raise, but I'm gonna give you a challenge. So you can either lift the knee and catch it, or see if you can get arm in front, straight leg comes up, and you catch the big toe, your peace fingers. And if you can't, if it's like hanging in space, bend the knee, catch the big toe, then see if you can extend it out. Yes, you're really working this dynamic, like the muscles hugging in, this deep inner strength. Now open it to the right. Yeah, imagine if you were to let go of the toe or the knee, the leg would stay. That's how much you want to be working from inside. Hugging muscle to bone. It's not just flexibility, it's strength. Good, Michelle. H, pull your shoulders back, stand up tall, nice and tall. Now bring it back to center. Right leg comes back. And if you have the toe or the knee, you'll let it go, arms come up, then straighten the leg. So see how high you can lift the leg without leaning back. So strong through the core, through the quadriceps. Good, airplane, swing it straight back. Arms back, chest forward. Press into the four corners of the standing leg, breathing. And hands to heart center and half moon, set the left fingers to the ground. Good. Open to the right. Flex the right foot, press out through the heel, expand through the center of the chest and the upper back. And maybe bend the knee. It might feel good to bend the knee, catch the foot, get that quad stretch. You can kick the foot into the hand. Good, Kimberly. Good save. Nice, Annie. And look down, forward fold. Just let it go. You can sway side to side or move around. And catch your hips with your hands, root down, rise up. Keep your right hand on your right hip. And then it's either lift and catch the knee or lift the straight leg. See if you can catch the big toe. And a lot of it is from pressing into the standing leg more. There's this total rebound, right? This pressing down. So catch your knee or your big toe. Good, Rita. Open it out to the left. Awesome, Barbara. Spin the inner thigh up. And just imagine like if you were to let go, the leg would stay wherever it is, right? So you're really finding the integrity of the muscle to bone connection. Breath. Come back to center. Take your arms up. Now straighten the left leg. Kick it out in front. The tendency is to lean back. Try not to lean back. You want to lean forward. Forward. Yeah. Lift the thigh up higher. Good job. And then you'll think of me tomorrow. Sweep it back. Airplane. When your muscles are sore. Like, oh, right. I took Lisa's class in the morning. Good. Bring your hands to heart center. Pause for a second. Tip forward. Set your right fingertips to the ground. Half moon. Nice, Maria. Now press out through the upper foot. Upper leg active. Pin both shoulders to your back. You can stay there or bend the left knee. Catch the foot. That nice quad stretch. And you can either squeeze the heel to the glute or kick the foot into the hand. Create that opening. Tuck your right hip under you more. Michelle Morales, tuck your right hip under. Good. Awesome. Forward fold. Just in time. Let it go. Shake your head out. Move your hips side to side. And then bring your hands to your hips. Catch your hips. Root down. Rise up. Take your left arm up. Dancer. You'll bend the right knee. Catch the right foot. Squeeze the knees towards each other. And then kick and go. Kick your foot into your hand. Expand and open through the upper chest. Let the shoulder roll back and heart move forward. Good. Come on up. Switch sides. We're going to do two of on each side. So we'll do the second one a little longer. Draw the left knee in. Press and go. Just finding your way in. First time I come into the pose, it's always like checking in. What's happening today? Good. And then switch again. Left arm up. Bend the right knee. Dancer, catch your right foot. And then the second time, just really be in the pose. Really experience like the archetype, the energy. the expression of this pose in your body on this day of our implied freedom, right? Our freedoms. And come on up and switch again. Right arm up, bend the left knee. Celebrate our independence today. What does that mean to you? And go, you kick and go. See what you see. A little more, little emphasis. One more inch, pull one more inch, a hidden inch, and then Tadasana, going back to mountain pose. Good tree. Bring your right foot to your left leg. And then interlace your hands and take your palms up. Let your eyes follow. See if you can look up. And return your arms down by your side. Set your right foot next to your left and switch. Left foot to right leg. Find that center line, press in. Interlace your hands, maybe with the opposite thumb on top. And take the palms up. And then returning to mountain pose. Arms down, feet down. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, high to low push-up. Nice. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, warrior one. To warrior two, you'll turn and open. Good, and then triangle, straighten the right leg. Actually, before you go to triangle, take your feet a little wider, like longer distance apart, farther apart, just farther apart. Good, now straighten the legs, press the hips left, tip right. See if you can get the right hand to the floor. Right fingertips to the floor behind the right leg. And maybe you go even farther apart to get there. Yeah, good, Rita. And then press your shoulders back, like integrate. Good, Hadley. But pull the front ribs in. Good. And you want to press, if you're on your fingertips, it's all 5 fingertips, thumb included. You push down into the floor to feel the rebound up and roll open. Maybe look up if it's comfortable to the left thumb. And then bend the right knee slightly. Let the left arm pull you up to stand. Bring your feet to parallel. Hands to your hips, side facing, wide leg, forward fold. Lift and then fold forward, hinge forward from the top of the thighs with the side of the body long, sides of the body long. And then you can bring your hands to the floor. I like my hands between my feet. And then press the crown of the head down towards the floor, or let it drop towards the floor. Nice, Hadley. Or you can hold the edges of your feet. Good, I see Annie's gone up into headstand. You can go up into tripod headstand if that's there today. Adjusting the bun. Good, nice, Rita. Clear, Birgitta. Maria, nice. Yes, Michelle, you just really get grounded. Confident, moving from your center, slow, slow. Going slow and steady, smooth with your breath. Be where you are, eyes open, ears open, total body integration. Use the muscles and the legs and the core and the hands and the shoulders and the arms. And bring your feet back down if they're up. Good job. And then lift to a flat back, wide-legged, lift to a flat back. Bring your hands to your hips, come up to stand. Nice job. Turn your right toes to face forward. And step the left foot up and in a little bit. You can turn your left toes forward or to the side, either one. And then keep your hands on your hips, point your elbows back, lift your heart, and then fold over the right leg. Try and lay your chest on top of your right thigh, and then bring your fingers to the floor and turn them backwards. So you'll take your fingers and just turn them to point to the back of the mat, and then walk your hands back towards the back of your mat. And try to lay your chest on top of your right thigh and breathe right there. Really breathing. Take one more breath. And bend your front knee, plant your palms, step it back, high plank. Low plank, bend your elbows, hover. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Step your left foot to your left thumb, warrior one. Yes, warrior two, turn to open. Toe heel your feet a little farther apart, get a little longer. Then straighten the left leg, press your hips to the right for triangle. So slide the body left, like really hinge from the top of the thigh, press the hips right. Then bring the left fingertips to the floor behind the left leg, if you can. Good, Kimberly. You might want to go a little longer, a little like feet farther away from each other. And then you press into the hand at the floor to feel the rebounding force up the body. You roll open, reach up, pin the shoulders back, pull the front ribs in. A tiny softness, a bend in both knees, but really try to pull the hips right, lengthen the body more. And instead of that rainbow through the upper body, like drop the right ribs down, lengthen the left side out. Yes, Brigitte, that's it. Have way more comfort to it. Good, bend the left knee, let the right arm just pull you up to stand. Bring your feet to parallel or slight pigeon toe. Interlace your hands behind your back. Take your knuckles down, shoulders back, lift the chest up, and then hinge forward. Bow forward from the top of the thighs. And just let the arms go all the way up and overhead, really rinsing out. And drop your brain. This is your brain on yoga. See if you can press your palms together so the wrists are in a straight line. Good, Barbara. Yes. Pull the shoulders towards your back a little bit more. Let the arms just go up and overhead. And let the arms release. Bring your hands to the floor or feet to the floor, as the case may be. And then lift to a flat back. Bring your hands to your hips. Rise all the way up to stand. Turn your left toes to face the front. Step your right foot in and up. Yeah, good. And then hands on the hips, point the elbows back, lift up, inhale, and fold forward over the left leg. Hinge, pull the hips back as you lengthen forward, and then hands to the floor. And again, turn the fingertips to face backwards, the back of the mat. Yep, and you just walk them back as far as they go, and you just gently pull the mat towards you, and you'll get a little deeper stretch. Hadley, pull your left hip up and back. The left side of the belly even, up and back. Yes, there it is. Breathing here, really emphasizing your exhale. Every exhale, you empty and see if you can go a little deeper. Nice job. Bend the left knee, plant the palms, step it back, high plank. And then take as many low, high as you want. Push-ups, really. You can do 5, 2, 1, 10, I don't care. Just see if you can go low and push back up. And it's using your whole body, your whole core from your knees to your armpits. Pull the belly in, ribs in, use the strength of the arms, shoulders, chest, triceps, biceps, back muscles, quad muscles, low belly muscles, and then lower all the way down on your belly if you're not there already, and just rest. Turn a cheek to a side, bring your arms down, and just let it all go. And then locust pose. So you'll look down, palms down, and inhale, lift up, lift your shoulders, lift your legs, spread your fingers. Expand through the chest and the collarbones. See if you can straighten the legs a little bit more. Good, and then lower down, turn your other cheek to the floor and just rest. Good, floor bow. You'll bend the knees, reach back, catch your feet or the front of your ankles. Yeah, good. You can flex the feet if you hold the ankles, and then press the pelvis down, shoulders back, kick to rise. Yeah, pull the shoulders back, pull the pit of the belly in. Squeeze the knees towards one another. Good, Kimberly. Let the strength of the legs open up the shoulders and chest and heart space. Lift a little higher. One more breath. And then lower all the way down for upward dog. Bring your hands along your side bodies. Point your toes. Rise up to upward facing dog. And then press back, downward facing dog. Good. Walk your feet about halfway up your mat and then drop your knees to the floor for camel. And you can double the mat if you need to or want to. If you're on a hard floor, just double the mat right there. Make a little fold. Good, Rita. And then tuck your toes or point, either one, tuck or point, hands at the hips. Point the elbows back, press the hips forward, lift the chest. Maybe you reach back for your heels. You can do one hand at a time or both together. Awesome, Maria. Pull the shoulders back, drop the head back, open the throat, open the heart. Yeah, good. And then you'll press down, come on up. Stay standing for a moment. Get your equilibrium, find your breath. I sometimes see like stars when I come out of camel. It takes me a moment. Okay, so this next one, you can do it exactly the same as you did before, or you can tuck your toes under and you'll bring your arms like in cactus. So toes tuck, arms in cactus like this. And you start to press the hips forward, chest up, and you're eventually looking for the floor. And some of you might go into wheel. And it looks like this. You bring your hands down, and then you have to push into the legs to come up into wheel. Or you just stay. Or you can have your hands at your back. Yeah, camel, or just like kind of like looking to spot the floor. Good, Kimberly. Yes, Maria. Awesome, Hadley. Good, Michelle. Both Michelles. Pull the shoulders back more, heart open, Rita. Good. If you're in wheel, you'll come down onto your back if you're, or back to nice Hadley camel, and then float yourself up. Take a downward facing dog. It's a really nice counter pose, not child's pose, downward dog, or puppy pose is fine. Child's pose can be a little bit too much on the sacrum area and low back after that, but right here is finding neutral. Pull the pit of the belly in, pin the shoulders to your back. Take a deep breath. And then you'll look forward and step or float your feet to your hands or through your hands. Sit down, lay down, plant your feet, bridge pose. Toes at 12 o'clock. Lift your hips, squeeze your glutes, Use your hamstrings by pulling your feet back towards you. You can interlace the hands under your body. Some of you are doing right away. Tuck the shoulders. Take the chin a tiny bit away from the chest so there's a little space. Not overly tucking the chin. Good, and then lower down. Release the hands, come down slowly. Take a pause, take a breath. And you can stay as you are for bridge again, or plant your hands for wheel. We're gonna do three, maybe four. It's the fourth. Let's do four. Come on up, wheel. We're not gonna hold it long. Come on down. Take a breath, or you can hold it the whole time. And then go up again, wheel or bridge. 2. Good, and then come down or tap your head or hold. Take a breath. Come up again for 3. Nice, Barbara. Good, Kimberly. Yes, Annie. Good, Rita. And then come down. Take a breath or pause or hold it. And this is it, grand finale, last one. Go up right now, wheel. Now building the inner heat, the inner fire, heart expanding. Tapas, that's the heat that's being created to burn away impurities, to let go of what's not working, to give yourself the permission to find freedom in your body, in your soul, in your heart. Good, come all the way down, tuck your chin. Soles of the feet together, knees apart. Supta Baddha Konasana. Be here. Soak it all in. Happy baby. Draw your knees into your chest. Catch the edges of your feet. And then extend your legs to the ceiling. Flex your feet. Bring your hands behind your head. And you're gonna lift the head and shoulders up off the ground. And this is my new favorite one. You're gonna take your torso in a circle. So a little circle in one direction for 3. Yeah, a little circle. Lift the shoulder blades. 2. Good. And 1. And then pause, go the other way for 3. Yeah, good, like you're drawing a circle in the ceiling. 2. And 1. Come to center, keep your hands behind your head, but lower the head. Now you're gonna do the same with your lower body. Lift the hips up slightly and draw a circle with your feet, with your legs for 3, 2, and 1. And then switch directions. Really knit the ribs together for 3, 2, and 1. Good, and then stay there. Lift the shoulders up away from the floor again. Lower the right leg towards the floor. Hover it. Pulse your chest up 5 times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch legs. Right leg up, left leg down. Pulse up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and knees to 90 degrees. Yogi bicycles, opposite shoulder to opposite knee for 50. Yeah, just go. Breathe and flex your feet. Be here now and build the heat and do the work and like burn away what you don't need. What can you let go of? What do you want to fight for? Like, what do you want in your life? Like, imagine this work right here you're doing will get you there quicker. Like today. Like just really like going for it, like not holding back. About halfway there, keep going, feet flex, like feel the heat that's being created. You're generating in your body, the energy you're creating. Good, feet active, pull the belly down, don't deny yourself breath. Some of you I see, some of you I can't see. You can be cheating, I don't care. For 10, 9, 8, 7, pull the pinky toes back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Awesome job. And then you'll rock front to back, front to back, front to back. Make your way onto your hands and knees, high plank. Step or float. Low plank. Upward facing dog, you'll pause. Just pull the shoulders back, expand and stretch through the abdomen. Downward facing dog, press it back. And then half pigeon right leg. Bring your right knee towards your right wrist. You can take it up first or come on your back. Good, Barbara. Reclined pigeon is great. Props are great. You really want to keep your hips square. You want to lift up, not sink into the right hip. Lift up. And then walk forward. Walk your arms all the way forward. It's okay to be on the forearms. It's okay to rest the forehead on the forearms. But eventually see if you can walk your arms forward. Like just dropping everything. Yeah, good. Do what you need to do. Barbara, maybe a half happy baby would feel better if the knee doesn't want to go sideways in the torque. Yeah, like that. Does that feel okay? Okay, good. Now, sometimes the knee doesn't like the angle, and that's fine if that's too much. Like if you've got some osteoarthritis or lost cartilage and then it's bone on bone, that angle won't work. There's no cushion there to allow it. So figuring out ways where you can get into the hips without having to go through the knee, like really breathing into the outer hip. I'm going to feel the rotation from the hip, and the same thing could be happening in the hip too. So just noticing in your body where you feel the compression or the lack, there's like something like a stuckness if that's occurring for you. And rather than fighting it or enduring pain, like, yeah, just moving in ways that support you, your body, your unique expression. Good. From here, you're going to come up wherever you are. You're going to come to a seated. You're going to take the left leg around and out left and keep the right knee bent, and you'll pull the right knee right. So it's like you're seated in a wide V, but the right knee will be bent in. But you're trying like sitting in a wide V. And then bring both hands to either side of the right leg. So you turn your abdomen right and then keep the left kneecap to the ceiling. Turn your abdomen right. Then you start to lean left. And the left hand can do different things. It can walk in front as the right arm goes up and over. Sometimes I like that to pull the floor towards me to get more rotation. The left hand can also reach for the left foot. Maybe the right arm can also catch the foot. Or sometimes I like to bring my left elbow to the ground or a block and rest my head on my fist. My head doesn't have to work so much, but there's still a turning of the abdomen towards the ceiling. Then the right arm can just drape or reach or go somewhere else. That's us opening up that right side. Good, the side of the body. Oh yeah, good, Barbara. Yeah, you went the opposite. That's totally fine. Good, Kimberly. Good, extend through the elbow. If the arm's reaching, really reach. So you stretch the fabric of the body. Good, and then you'll just slowly and gently come on up. Now, keep the right knee bent. You'll bring it back to center, pointing forward. Take the left leg and stack it on top of the right. So you're trying to get knee to knee. It's cow face. It could also be double pigeon. It could also be a simple cross-legged. You might even sit up on something. Good, and then you'll walk forward. So cow face pose, your heels are about on one line, knees stacked on top of each other, sitting bones on the floor or a block or blanket. And see if you can lean forward. Good, and then you'll come on up, take your top leg around behind you and step it back to downward facing dog. You can pedal it out or move about. And as you're ready, you'll bring your left leg forward, half pigeon, or come onto your back, reclined pigeon. Nice. Good, so there's a big external rotation at the top of the left thigh, rolling open. Hips square. Right toes can be tucked or pointed, either one. Good, and then you'll come on up to seated in that wide V with the left knee bent, right leg extended. And this time you'll turn your body towards the left leg, or the opposite of last time. So you turn the abdomen, but then lean to the opposite side, lean the other way. And you can do whatever with the right arm. It can go forward, out, or make a fist. Rest your head and then take the left arm up and over. Oh, this side of my body is really tight. I love yoga because it always reveals to me my imbalances. You start to gain like new awarenesses, right? It's all about being aware, being tuned in rather than tuned out. Noticing the subtle, the whispers. You can also be in a wide V. Barbara, if both legs straight feel better, you can do that and still do the same pose. Nice, Annie. Turn your abdomen more left, a tiny bit more left. Yes, lean in a little more, little emphasis. And then you'll come on up for either double pigeon, left leg on the bottom, or cow face, right leg goes on top. So you can tuck the left foot back towards the hip, left knee bent, and then the right leg goes over. This one can also be the bottom leg extended. If the knee doesn't like that angle, again, you can extend the bottom leg, it becomes more hamstring. Or seated cross-legged, it's fine too. Good, and then if you can, both sitting bones are down, you lean forward. Ooh. Lengthen through both sides of the waist. So glue both sitting bones to the mat. Breathing into the tight spaces, not denying your body your breath. And then slowly come on up and you'll extend both legs straight out in front. Take one more forward fold here. Flex your feet. You can reach up. You can move your sit muscles to the sides first if you like, and then hinge forward. And then reverse tabletop. You'll bring your hands behind you, bend your knees, set your feet flat to the floor, lift your hips, lift your heart, drop your head. Lower your hips to the mat. Come all the way down on your back. Draw your knees into your chest. Give a squeeze. And take your arms out wide. Let your knees fall to the left. And then you can straighten the right leg and catch your foot with your left hand if you like. And maybe even slide the left leg back and catch your left foot in your right hand. And then get both shoulders to the floor. If that's too much, just keep both knees bent to the left. And just rinsing out right here. Or a simple supine twist is fine too. And come back to center, and you'll draw both knees into your chest. Give a squeeze, and then go to the other side. Knees to the right. You can straighten the top leg, hold the foot. These are just options. Maybe you lift up, catch the right foot in the left hand, slide the thigh back a bit, and get both shoulders to the floor. You might even look left. And then gently release, make your way back onto your back. Supta Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees apart. Place one hand over your chest, one hand over your abdomen. And then Shavasana, stretch your body out. You made it. Deep rest right here. And today's reading for July 4th, Learn to Relax, was in the book, Journey to the Heart. We need to learn how to relax, how to unwind. Find something that's relaxing, healing, soothing, and available to you. Sit in the sun. Sit in the tub. Take a trip to a nearby hot spring or mineral bath in your state. Perch atop a mountain or hill, taking in the view from above. Let yourself sit and soak it in for as long as you can. Let yourself be still for as long as you can. Move around a bit if you need to, then go back and try again. Don't just do it once, try it often. Allow yourself to relax. Give yourself opportunities to unwind. Soon you'll learn how. Pay attention to what you think and feel when you try to relax. Watch as a neutral observer without judgment or reproach. What thoughts come to mind? How do you feel? What do you feel? Go as deeply into your thoughts and feelings as you are able. Sit quietly for as long as you can. When your body is done, it will tell you. And gently begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And stretch your body. And bend your knees and roll to your right side and curl into a fetal position and pause right there. And then with your eyes closed, you'll use your hands to gently press yourself up to a seated posture. And touch the palms of your hands together. Bring your thumbs to your heart space, right in front of your chest. Lift your thumbs to your forehead center. And have an amazing day. Happy holiday. Namaste. Have a super safe and fun day and weekend. And thank you so much for joining me